Good morning, Thomas. How are you today?
Jonathan, I am doing fantastic. And how are you?
Doing well as always. Thanks.
All right. Well, listen, we're going to jump into yesterday, which was May 15th, 2024. The CPI report came out. So it came out at 3.4%. And I love how the media just kind of like, oh, it's getting a little bit better. But 3.4% year over year. What's that telling you? You're not only a business owner, but you're also a family man. So tell me what that 3.4% is telling you and the rest of America.
I know I think I read it on, I read it on CNBC that they were saying that it shows inflation easing in April, consumer pricing rising, like you said, 3.4%. It's it's still not good. What they're saying and what we're seeing is totally different, right? I know everyone out there, if you're going to the supermarkets, you're going to the gas station, you're paying electric bills or, natural gas bills. The prices are still at all-time highs. I think they're saying that things are looking better than they thought, right? So they're trying to put a good spin on how things are looking, but
Dude, they're sugarcoating this. It could be the biggest pile of shit from the dog's ass. They're putting so much sugar on it to make it look good. That's what they're trying to do.
yeah, and it's not. I think people are smart enough to realize that this this is not what we see out there. And whether you're a, medium, small, big, low income, middle income, high income, everyone's feeling it, seeing it. Whether you care or not's a different story, but uh, you have to hope that this is in, some way is going to be good in the future. But if what they're saying is this is how it's going to be and it's great news, it's not for most average people out there.
Yeah, and what news hits this morning before the market's open? Under Armour
Yeah.
laying off people, and they also said they're cutting back on sales because they said we're not even going to come close to our numbers in 2024. So we got to cut everything back, and it's going to do a reorganization of the company itself and their board. So they're even, worrying. And as I said in the past, get ready because 2025 is going to be a bad year. So it's just going to keep snowballing. We're in May. We're not even halfway through the year yet. We didn't hit the fiscal part on July 1st. It's going to snowball and it's going to get worse. That's what's going to happen. What do you feel?
I hope it doesn't, but as always, you have to prepare for the worst. You have to always
Mhm.
be very careful with what you're doing, how you're growing your business, how you're spending your money for your home, what you're spending it on, and just make sure, like, not everyone is in those upper income levels. So for everyone watching that is below that, you have to be very careful with what you're doing out there. Be strategic with everything you do.
Mhm.
Let's follow the news, follow the reports that they put out there, and then you make your own decision on how you think it's going. Um,
I got clients in all different industries, as you know, and actually a couple of big recruiting companies. One happens to be down in Texas, and the other one is up in the Boston area. And they had told me, and they don't know each other, but it's kind of funny. They both had said that companies have cut back and actually don't need their services anymore. That they're cutting back on hiring, but if they have to go out and find prospects, they're going to find it out on their own. That is not a good sign. That's not a good sign for workers looking to move around to a better job. And it's also telling me companies that's really going to start tightening up that belt because they're not hiring and they're probably going to start doing some layoffs too. And usually the ones to go will possibly be middle management, the ones that get a little bit higher salaries. That's what they're going to look to do. So if these are indications, which they are, of coming down the road as part of the domino effect, be aware out there, all people who are, have a job, you're working for a company, make sure you're producing, make sure you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Don't goof off because the eyes within the office are watching and listening, and they're going to start taking inventory of who's doing work and who's not.
yeah, you're
You
gonna
know,
have to be very careful, and it's not a bad idea. Just keep looking at what you're doing internally in your life, home, business, and see
mm-hmm.
what you can do better. It's never you never should stop. You should always look to see how you can be more efficient with how you're spending your time, spending your money, growing your business, because if there ever was a time that you have to be careful, it's right now.
These are the times that you have to be productive and also start absorbing as much knowledge as possible, because you want to make yourself stronger, and you always want to have the edge of the people next to you. That's what you want to do. Listen, this has been creative knowledge for you. Hopefully, we've given you some information what's going on. Hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate it. You have a great day. Take care.